Hi, I'm Tina Moore, and today I'm going to show you how to use the resume starter document that we provide through Lakeland College, the Career Services Canvas Resource Room. This starter document, there's multiple versions, so you can find one that is meaningful to the program that you're in, or just the general starter document to get you going. This starter document includes the cover letter, the resume, the professional references page, and the personal references page. These are all together in one document to make it easier to navigate, have it all together. And at the same time, if you need to upload this to apply somewhere, you can simply break out page by page, save them individually, and go from there. But I have found that when working on the documents, it's easier to start with them all together. So a few things that I want you to know about the starter document. One, I'm trying to give you as many answers as I can. Please accept the answers. This document is to give you a strong foundation and base on which to build. It takes out the guesswork. It provides the framework. It provides some information about what to include in each section so that you have a place to start. It's much easier than staring at a blank page. In addition, please do not use Word templates or templates that you can find elsewhere online, like in Canva. Those look pretty oftentimes. However, they're not purposeful. The resume and the cover letter, your employment documents have a specific purpose. It is to demonstrate and express your skills in relation to the position you're applying for so that an employer can decide whether or not to interview you. If you start getting into these templates, one, they can be really difficult to manage over time. And two, they oftentimes provide a structure and a format that isn't effective for the reader. The most important thing to do is to remember that you're building this for someone to read for an intended purpose. Know your audience, know what they need, and know how they need it. Your employment documents need to be clean, clear, crisp, concise. That's what this format provides for you. Okay, so I really recommend that you start here, use this format. If you ever have questions about it, if something doesn't work for your particular program of study or your personal unique history, ask questions. In Career Services, we love to help you figure that stuff out. Literally what we are here to do, and we think that stuff is fun. So please don't be afraid to ask questions. Okay, so a little bit about each part. You'll notice that your name and contact information is up in the header, so you double click twice to get up there. Now, here's the thing about the starter document. Because it's not a template, you just delete what's there and then insert your information. Okay, so if you accidentally hit enter, then just hit delete. And anything on here can be changed. With that said, I'm going to go back to, if something doesn't work for you, please ask questions, because just because you can change something doesn't mean you should. And I want to make sure that we make changes that will really help you in your process, not do things that will set you back in the process. Okay, so we want things that are going to make you stand out for the right reasons. So please ask questions. So when you're done with the header, you just double click back down in the cover letter and it takes you back to the body. We're going to use that header because then it shows up exactly the same on every page. You don't have to worry about getting the address right every time. You don't have to worry about putting the comma in the right place every time. You do it the right way one time, it shows up on every page. So the cover letter is here. I will do another video on the cover letter, but just notice that this is all left aligned. I will go ahead and point out that the date is to be written out because everything in your employment documents is professional business communication. We don't use shorthand. So the date, today is September 10th. So it actually say September 10, 2024. This address block here is the person that you're sending your materials to. Okay. Everything is left aligned. It's nice and clean. A place for you to sign at the bottom, which I will cover more in the cover letter video. And then we get to the resume. The resume, this is the general starter document. So it does have a place for an internship experience here. If you haven't done an internship, maybe that's what you're applying for, then you can just highlight that whole section, hit delete, and it goes away. It's one of the reasons you don't want to use a template. It's not that simple. And then you get the internship, and then you add it back in there. Okay, so again, everything can be changed. Just don't necessarily change it unless you ask questions about the best way to do it. So if you haven't done an internship, you can just take that whole section out. I am going to put that back in there for now. And we will talk much more about the resume in another couple videos. Professional references page. Again, you'll notice that all of the formatting is consistent throughout the entire document. The font is the same. The font size is the same. The only size difference is in your name and the header. The only things that are bolded are the headings on the reference pages and the resume, and they all look the same. The consistency in the formatting is one of the things that makes it easy for the employer, the reader, makes it easy for them to read it and move through the document. You'll notice everything's left aligned. The bullet points are in a straight line down the page. All of these pieces of information on the right are in a straight line down the page. That is because when we turn on the show hide, you'll notice that we use tabs here to align information, not the space bar. Tabs are your friend, okay? So you'll notice that when we get to the reference pages, it's the same. The heading is left aligned and bolded. All of the reference information is left aligned. Just work your way through. Same thing on the personal references, okay? And again, we'll cover more about the actual reference pages in another video in interest of time. So the resume starter documents are here to provide the structure, the format, and the basic information about what to include, giving you as many answers along the way. For instance, Lakeland College is 3 words. Leave it like that. Okay, Lakeland College. Again, giving you as many answers as I can. Please accept them. Use this format and build your information. Use the following videos to understand more about each section of the starter document and build them out individually so that you're not trying to take it all in at one time. Take it piece by piece. This is not rocket science. You can absolutely do this. And if you have questions along the way, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. All of our information for career services, you can find us on Lakeland's homepage through the employee directory. You can find our contact information in Navigate and make appointments through there. You can find our contact information on our web pages through the Lakeland website. And you can find our contact information in the Career Services Canvas resource room. So please don't hesitate. We've made it about as easy as we can to get a hold of us. So that's the information on the starter document. You will find specific starter documents for nursing, IT, several other programs in the Canvas resource room. So if you are in a special program, please make sure you check that out. See if there's one specific to you. Otherwise, just use the general starter document. They all work the same way. They might just look a little bit different. Okay? All right. That's it for the starter document overview. And next we will talk about the cover letter. Thanks.